So today I actually went to the dentist for the first time since junior high. I don't embarrass easy, and I have to admit I had a hard time admitting that, even to my dentist, which is funny because it's not really a choice that I made. My parents just couldn't afford to take me after a certain point, and then it's funny because people always talk about, oh, you're the youngest, you're the baby, so you get spoiled, and I will concede to some of those points, sure, kinda, except there were certain things that my siblings got that were kind of used up by the time I got around to it. They both got braces. I didn't. And they also got teeth stuff until pretty much graduation, and I did not. And then in college, I didn't really have dental insurance. And then finally, recently, I got dental insurance back, and I absolutely terrified made my appointment. And I went in today because I had decided, regardless that I had not been able to make it, it was better that I was going now. And I had taken decent care of my teeth, I had thought. They weren't falling out. I knew I was probably going to have some cavities just because I know I didn't floss as much as I should have. I love the place I'm going right now, and I'm really sad that there's a possibility that I could move and not have this place available. I'm half tempted to like fly back every time I need a dentist appointment, which, to be fair, once I'm done with the work I need to get done that I found out from this visit, will really kind of only be twice a year. So that's, visiting Seattle is not a bad thing. So who knows? I might actually do that. But they give you all the information up front. They don't sugarcoat anything, which is great and fantastic. And I like having data, even if it scares me. So I found out that apparently, and you probably already know this, but I haven't been to the dentist in like forever. Because when I was a kid, it was all about, oh, brush your teeth and don't have a lot of sweets. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't drink soda, and I'm fairly moderate with my sweet things. And I brush, and I don't floss as much as I should, but I brush really well. And I was like, all right, yes. And I found out a lot of times what cavities have to do with is actually the acidity of your saliva. What? Apparently, my teeth are more prone to cavities, which is fine, except it's not fine. It kind of sucks. But they were very sweet and constantly reassuring me, like, this is nothing to be ashamed of. Like, this is not your fault. I'm like, oh, God. I also learned that if you have cavities in between your teeth, like if it's on one side, like there, or whatever, it infects the other tooth, which is apparently what happened to me. I had a few they're all in between the teeth or whatnot. I probably had like 4, and then they infected the other side of the teeth, so now I have like 10. Which is terrifying, but I'm telling you this in case you were in a similar situation, because I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried because I was like, how did I let this happen to myself? Like, I thought I was being really good about it, and it really comes down to a matter of, no, my genetics are just kind of working against me on this, and it's okay. Like, that's really what it comes down to is, they were so super sweet, and they're like, it's good you came in because we can get this fixed. Like, this is all fixable. So I was like, oh, but, there was lots of emotion. And weirdly, sharing this with you is, they look healthy, but they're kind of weird shaped because I never had braces, but I'm telling you guys, but I did also, one of the things I also learned about was dental insurance and why it sucks in America. Like, wow. If you live in America, you know that we just passed this whole healthcare reform, which is going to eliminate the limits on medical care, which is great because we had people who were dying because they had some horrible disease or whatnot. Like say they're fighting cancer, and then their treatment goes over their limit, so they can no longer pay for their treatment. So they ended up they would die. It's ridiculous. Like, American healthcare. I mean, thank God they're working on it, but wow, that's just ridiculous. Dental care, unfortunately, does not fall under healthcare, which is upsetting. So first of all, my limit is $1,000, which is actually kind of low, especially if you have to have any like work done. And I also learned that my particular dental insurance doesn't cover anything major until you've been with them for like a year, which also seemed bizarre. And I'm paying currently for my insurance out of my pocket, because I do independent contracting work. And so I was extra frustrated because I was like, well, at that rate, I should just, cancel that and then save that up and then pay it, because it's going to probably be cheaper that way. I mean, I'm not going to, but it's just so frustrating. So, oh my God, you guys. I have to go back to get some things, some cavities filled, and also we're going to do a deep cleaning, and I'm going to be in the chair for like 3 hours. And I'm going to come out of there having to pay like $1,000 bill right out of pocket. I'm going to probably get some care credit and it'll be fine. I'm looking at it more logically than I was when I left. I was freaking out when I left. But it's terrifying, and that's like one part of my procedure. I need to go in for probably 2 more sessions after that, depending. And that's terrifying. I mean, that's like a lot of work. It's frustrating because really what it is it's a bunch of little things that they're just going to tweak, and a bunch of little things add up, and I could not be more grateful for my medical insurance being more helpful than what the pages that hold many, many numbers. Suddenly I'm looking at my mouth like it's a car. But you know what? In the long run, it's going to be for the best. And they kept saying, like, it's good you came in now, because nothing's unfixable that you have. Like, it's all, like, small little things. And I know I'm going to hesitate in posting this, but I think it's important that I do, because I think there are people who are probably in very similar situations that I am, probably for the same reason, where your parents couldn't take you at a certain point, or maybe just in college you didn't, or each of you've been without dental insurance for a while. And I just kind of want to look at you and be like, hey, it's okay. And for the most part, probably not even your fault. I mean, saliva, I mean, I don't know your dental care procedures that you do at home or whatnot, but saliva, my own saliva is working against me. Oh my God, you guys, my brain can't even,